Good morning, and welcome to Living Bread Radio's Liturgy of the Word. Today is Wednesday, February 28th, the Wednesday of the second week of Lent. Today's readings are from the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 18, and from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 20. Today's reflection is from Father Jacob Bearer, from St. Francis de Sales Parish in Akron, Ohio. And now, in communion with the Church throughout the world, let us lift up our hearts to the Lord in prayer and song with Liturgy of the Word.
A reading from the book of the prophet Jeremiah. The people of Judah and the citizens of Jerusalem said, "Come, let us contrive a plot against Jeremiah. It will not mean the loss of instruction from the priests, nor of counsel from the wise, nor of messages from the prophets. And so, let us destroy him by his own tongue. Let us carefully note his every word. Heed me, O Lord, and listen to what my adversaries say. Must good be repaid with evil, that they should dig a pit to take my life? Remember that I stood before you to speak in their behalf, to turn away your wrath from them." The word of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. As Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, he took the 12 disciples aside by themselves and said to them on the way, "Behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and the scribes, and they will condemn him to death, and hand him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and scourged and crucified, and he will be raised on the third day." Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee approached Jesus with her sons, and did him homage, wishing to ask him for something. He said to her, "What do you wish?" She answered him, "Command that these 2 sons of mine sit, one at your right and the other at your left, in your kingdom." Jesus said in reply, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the chalice that I am going to drink?" They said to him, "We can." He replied, "My chalice you will indeed drink, but to sit at my right and at my left, this is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at the 2 brothers. But Jesus summoned them and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and the great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you shall be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you shall be your slave. Just so the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord.
And now the Bread of Life, a reflection on today's Mass readings by Father Jacob Bearer from St. Francis de Sales Parish in Akron, Ohio.
Matthew's last beatitude reads, "Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me." St. Augustine writes of this beatitude that it refers to the fire in which the silver is 7 times refined. Suffering for the sake of the gospel sanctifies us, But all I can think of is that famous quip from St. Teresa of Avila to Jesus, "If this is how you treat your friends, Jesus, no wonder you have so few." To follow Jesus comes with nail marks of ridicule, misunderstanding, and inner struggles. Perhaps this is why Jesus is on the way to Jerusalem. He's going to show us what gospel courage looks like. I'm reminded of this whenever I tiptoe into the waters of the online world of social interaction. A shotgun blast of lies wallops us whenever we use social media or read a comment section of an article. The lie is this: you must not be disapproved of or you'll be worthless. Whether it's a picture on Instagram that doesn't get a hit or a post that gets a downvote, our worth becomes chained to the approval of others. That's not freedom, that's slavery. We will either be the slaves of others' approval, or we will be God's bold children. Jesus goes to Jerusalem because he's not afraid. He knows that freedom is found where the cross marks his flesh. Imagine that fearlessness in Jesus' heart to enter a hostile city, and let that beatitude encourage us to always live in the truth.
Prayer for Spiritual Communion. My Jesus, I believe that you are present in the most holy sacrament. I love you above all things, and I desire to receive you into my soul. Since I cannot at this moment receive you sacramentally, come at least spiritually into my heart. I embrace you as if you were already there and unite myself wholly to you. Never permit me to be separated from you. Amen.
Prayer to Saint Michael the Archangel. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our defense against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly hosts, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who prowl about the world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen.
Liturgy of the Word is a production of the Living Bread Radio Network in Canton, Ohio. For more information on this or any of our local programs, log on to livingbreadradio.com, where you can listen on demand or subscribe to any of our podcasts.